Let me ask you something honestly. Why do you compare? Don't you feel genuine happiness without comparing your life to someone else? In India, the comparison starts even before you can walk. The parents compare their children, the relatives compare salaries, marriages, houses, appearances. Log kya kahenge? This one single phrase has destroyed more dreams, broken more families, killed more peace of mind than any failure ever could. Research shows that the stress from social comparison and jealousy is today's one of the biggest cause for stress, anxiety, and depression. Today, I'm going to give you 3 practical ways to break free from comparison permanently. And I'm going to share my personal interesting story how I overcame comparison. Today I am 38, but when I chose to work for an NGO like Maha Bodhi, I was 26. And this was the same time when my college mate and friend were moving abroad, earning in dollar and pounds, living a life that looked extraordinary and attractive and fancy. But at the same time, I chose to work in a monastery in Bengaluru for a fraction of their salary and fancy life. And let me be honest, when I compare myself, I did had difficult times. I had doubts. Even today, I remember what my father said when I told I am going to work for this NGO. He calls and says, I haven't sent you to Bangalore taking loan and putting so much money so that you can work for an NGO and make no earning. And just like him, there were other people who doubted on my choices. I looked at my friend and started wondering, am I making a mistake? Am I going to be stuck in this life? Am I ever going to have a purposeful life? And what to do if you are in my position? I took a very difficult decision. I stopped comparing my life to their path and started measuring my own life with my own inner purpose. Today I am so happy that I stood to my purpose. And to talk about exposure, or if I'm traveling in next 30 days to America, and this is my 3rd time getting all the exposure and travel that one could dream of, and with a stronger noble cause. So I haven't lost anything in the long run, but stuck to my own inner calling and my path. Maybe my friends are making more money, but I guarantee that every morning I wake up without anxiety. I know what I want out of this life and why I do what I do. First, let's understand comparison is not a character flaw. It is human. Our mind were wired to compare for survival, to make progress in life. But in modern times, social media has converted this basic instinct to a daily weapon. You compare your honest, raw life to someone else's best edited version, the highlighted reel. They don't show their struggle, they don't show their anxiety at 3 a.m. Isn't it foolish that we compare our first step to someone's 30th step, your first year to someone's 5 years of experience? And now this is what Buddha has to say, and I want you to listen carefully. In one of his oldest and profound teaching, Sutta Nipata, he identifies mana, that is conceit. Mana, the conceit, the basic habit of comparing yourself, measuring yourself to others. He described 3 forms of mana, that is conceit, that all leads to suffering. If you are thinking you are better than others, you are worse than others, or you are equal to others, Buddha says all 3 disturbs your mind. All 3 creates conflicts, and all 3 takes away your peace. He says directly, one who conceives I am equal, better, or worse might on that account engage in dispute. Tip number 1, define your finish line. The problem with comparison is that you are running someone else's race. I want you to do this right now. Take a pen and a paper and write, what does a meaningful look like to me? Not to my parents, not to Instagram, or not to my relatives. When you find your honest answer, that becomes the measuring stick from today. Tip number 2, replace comparison with gratitude. This is my secret, and this is not a motivational talk. The gratitude and comparison both cannot stay in mind at the same time. One cancels the other. Every morning, think of what you are already grateful for, and when you do that, you cancel comparison. Tip number 3, understand jealousy before it kills you. Studies shows that the people who regularly compare themselves to others experiences significantly high rates of stress, anxiety, depression, and even physical illness. Today I'm going to give a formula to combat jealousy. There's something called as joy for others. You see someone has a bigger house, become happy for that. Someone is superior to you, become happy for that. There's a huge power in our mental thought and possibilities. When you become happy for others, you automatically attract the same thing in your life. If this video has helped you, please subscribe, share it with someone who needs to see this. Until then, do good, be happy. Namaste.